that the zodiac has 13 constellations, not 12.
What?
Yes.
What?
One of them is called...
Are we breaking news right now? What's going on?
One of them is called Ophiuchus. In Scorpio, if you think you're a Scorpio, you're probably an Ophiuchian because the sun spends more time in Ophiuchus than it does in Scorpio. By the way, since 2,000 years ago when that got laid out, all the constellations have shifted by a month because Earth is precessing on its axis, and it changes the correspondence so that most Scorpios are actually Ophiuchians, and all Ophiuchians and Scorpions are currently Librans.
Wow. That is science right there.
They estimate that one human body can store 13.5 billion years of data. Everything that exists, everything that's happened since the beginning of time is stored inside of your individual body and minds as well. We're a walking universal library. We are the way for the universe to figure out and explore the third dimension and understand what it's like to be and live in the third dimension as every individual living thing. And we're all connected through this quantum entanglement. Every single thing that exists is all connected. Space is an illusion, distance is an illusion, separation is all an illusion.
What do you mean it's an illusion?
We appear to be sitting in two separate chairs with a space in between us, but we're all atoms on an energetic grid that's connected and has always been connected. So the space in between us appears to be a distance, but if you go on the quantum level, you discover that we're both local. This entire universe is made up of a complete holography. We're living in a fractal holographic matrix, a matrix of light. And it doesn't take away from there being a creator, because what I'm telling you about is the method used to make this creation.
Yep, the multiverse is real, and no, I'm not talking about the multiple Spider-Man kind of multiverse. I'm talking about the real thing. Scientists have reason to believe that there are multiple other universes sitting right next to ours, some where time itself runs backwards. So let's go over some of the craziest multiverse theories out there and whether or not they're actually real. Now, if you remember in the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, Hank Pym shrinks himself down to a subatomic level to try to find his long-lost wife Janet, who he still believes is alive and trapped in a world smaller than atoms. Believe it or not, how Ant-Man and the Wasp showed what a subatomic universe looks like is not all that different from what scientists have already theorized is actually real. Now, are they going to be, whole cities and races of beings in that quantum world? Honestly, we have absolutely no idea. But when you get into the realm of quantum physics, nothing makes sense. So I guess anything is possible. There could be a version of me, a version of you, a version of all of us, existing in a microscopic quantum city, all within a single grain of sand. And for all we know, we could be the ones in that very universe right now. So the next time that you have to make a decision, any decision at all, I want you to think about this theory. It's called the daughter universe theory. And it says that for every decision that you make, for every time that you choose right and not left, hot coffee and not iced, there is a whole separate universe that is created in that moment where you choose the other option. Now, this theory mainly just works in quantum physics, which again is very different from the laws of physics that we currently live in, but many world-renowned scientists believe that it is not entirely out of the realm of possibility. So just think about how many decisions that you make in a single day, let alone for your entire lifetime. When you multiply that by how many life forms capable of making decisions, not just humans, there could possibly be an infinite number of universes all making the opposite choices from you, each thinking that they're the ones that made the right decision. All right, so this one might hurt your head a little bit, but that's okay. Just stay with me. Our universe is big, like really, really big. From what we can tell, our universe is at least 93 billion light years across. And for reference, 1 light year is 5.8 trillion miles. So, like I said, it's big.
That's what she said.
But that is just the observable universe. That's only what we can see. What lies beyond is likely an infinite amount of space in all directions. But if space goes on forever, at some point it will have to start repeating itself. There's only so many ways that particles can rearrange themselves. So what this theory suggests is that right now, somewhere else in the universe, there is another version of you, on another version of planet Earth, holding the exact phone that you are, watching this exact video. While it may not be a multiverse in the sense that you're thinking of, it is multiple universes all within one. As crazy as it sounds, according to our own general laws of physics as we understand them, this theory has the highest likelihood of being correct. So when it comes to the multiverse, there is no one doing it bigger than Marvel right now. And in Doctor Strange, they show off a mirror dimension which is much like our universe, just in reverse. An insane new theory suggests that this exact thing exists, an anti-universe of sorts where time itself runs backwards. According to physicists, it's theorized that when the Big Bang exploded, there was an equal and opposite explosion in a mirror universe, but in that universe, time behaves like it does in Christopher Nolan's Tenet. If you existed in that universe, you might need to wear a mask as well, since the polarity of the atmosphere would be reversed, making it pretty difficult to breathe. But just like in Tenet, time and the events would flow backwards as you move through a space. The past becomes the future, and the future becomes the past. And listen, all of these theories, I know, sound absolutely insane, but they are all surprisingly backed up with extremely complex mathematics. But what I do know is that me personally, I have just as hard of a time trying to figure out the universe as I did trying to figure out the plot of Tenet. I've seen that movie like 10 times and I still have no idea what's going on.
Gyri and sulci. The surface of the cerebrum is highly convoluted, consisting of ridges, gyri, and grooves, sulci. These convolutions increase the surface area of the cerebrum, allowing more neurons to fit in and enhancing cognitive abilities. Cerebral cortex. This is the outermost layer of the cerebrum and is composed of gray matter. It is densely packed with nerve cells and is responsible for higher cognitive functions, including thinking, perceiving, producing and understanding language. The thickness and structure of the cerebral cortex can vary across individuals and has been associated with various cognitive abilities and personality traits. White matter. Located beneath the cerebral cortex, white matter is made up of myelinated or insulated axons, which are nerve fibers that connect different parts of the brain to each other. The myelin gives this region its white appearance and helps accelerate the transmission of signals between neurons.
What was The Simpsons trying to tell us about the multiverse? As we lock our eyes on this clip, as they start to zoom out, everything starts to look smaller, right? And smaller. Showing you how really small that you really are. And as they get to zooming out, you're going to see something I find very strange. That's an atom, right? Didn't they show us this too in Ant-Man Quantumania? So above, so to below. As y'all can see, the atoms look like a whole universe, a whole galaxy within itself. And if we think about so above, so to below, and that also will make sense on how all dimensions and realms are intertwined and interconnected with each other. And it also makes sense on how one of your actions can affect multiple different realms and dimensions, as in the universal shockwave. Let me know what y'all think about the Simpsons Quantum Realm message in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content.
Every single person is living in what we call a superposition of potentials. These superposition of potentials in quantum physics mean that any reality that could happen can happen. But according to the ancient Sumerian tablets, you have the ordainers of destiny who were able to analyze all the different probabilities and then pick a specific one that they wanted to align with their reality tunnel. And what they would do is they would use vocalization, speaking into existence, conscious thought backed by it to create the reality that they wanted, and then they would put action behind those thoughts and those vocalizations. And so today you'd say, well, what does that have to do with me? Well, if you're trying to obtain something like, a new house, a new car, a new job, a new relationship, whatever it is, you have to speak it into existence, put conscious thought behind it, and then take action behind those thoughts to bring it into your reality tunnel and focusing, it's like focusing a beam and bringing it into your reality. No matter what it is, whatever you want to be good at, whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to accomplish, you speak it into existence. You speak with confidence and power, and never, ever, ever speak bad about yourself.
This is so crazy to me. There's actually scientific proof that humans are not physical beings, and that in fact, nothing in our universe is physical or solid. This is a picture of a quark. So quantum physics tells us that everything is fundamentally made up of atoms. Everything in our universe is made up of atoms that are made up of electrons, neutrons, and protons. And protons and neutrons are made up of quarks. And electrons are made up of leptons. But what are quarks and leptons made of? They're made of nothing. Quarks and leptons are just pure energy. Quarks and leptons are fast-moving points of pure energy. They're made up of literally nothing. They are nothing. So that means that at the fundamental core of the atom, and therefore at the fundamental core of everything in our universe, there is no material there. It's just pure energy. It's energy vortices. You are just energy vortices. Energy is only transformed. It's neither created nor destroyed. So this energy that is you and that is everything persists forever. It is immortal. So this means that you're not just a temporary flesh sack that lives for 80 years, then dies forever. You are the same energy as everything in our universe. So this means that humans are purely eternal spiritual beings, and that the physicality and solidity of everything is just an illusion. You are an immortal divine being, and next time you feel alone, just know that you can't be alone because you literally are one with everything, because you are everything.
Quantum physics, also known as quantum mechanics, is a branch of physics that deals with phenomena on a very small scale, like atoms and subatomic particles. It's famous for being strange and counterintuitive. For instance, in the quantum world, a particle can exist in multiple places at once, a phenomenon known as superposition. Additionally, particles can be entangled, meaning the state of one can instantly affect the state of another, no matter the distance between them, a concept known as quantum entanglement. These unique properties are what make quantum physics both fascinating and complex.
Quantum jumping does not mean jumping out of your body and randomly waking up in another world on another planet. You are staying right where you are, in your body, on this planet. It is the world around you that changes with you. Look at it like this. The wealthy and the poor are living in the same society on the same planet, and still, they are experiencing two completely different worlds at the same time. These different worlds are one, existing at the same time. There are multiple realities available to you at all times. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates. You are not able to see those frequencies, but your mind has the ability to pick up on those frequencies. That is why you can think of your desired reality. It is already existing in another dimension. These dimensions are coexisting at the same time.
This is a photo of the entire observable universe, the biggest thing any of us can and will ever know. Our universe is 93 billion light years across. That means it would take light, which travels at 300,000 kilometers per second, 93 billion years to cross from one side to the other. Now, stay with me. The distance from Earth to the very edge of our universe is 10 to the power of 26 meters away. Now, we don't need to get into the mathematics of that because I'm not really good at it, but all you need to know is that the farthest we could ever possibly travel in any outwards direction is 10 to the power of 26 meters. Okay, now the Planck length, the tiniest thing in our universe, is 10 to the power of negative 35 meters smaller than us. In other words, we are 100 million times bigger than the smallest thing in the universe than the universe is compared to us. We can't go farther than the Planck length because it's at this point where all the laws of physics that govern our universe start to break down. And what secrets could be hiding down there, we have no idea.
Top 10 alkaline foods you should be eating every day. Your bodies can either be acidic or alkaline, which mainly depends on how your body reacts to certain foods you consume. The more acidic foods you eat, the more likely you are of developing serious health conditions. But there's a good news. There is an abundance of incredibly delicious, healthy, and nutritious alkaline foods that you can easily add to your lifestyle today to eliminate acidity from your body. You will feel more energized, less stressed, and will have a body that is functioning at its optimum for long-term sustainability. Here are the top 10 alkaline foods for your new lifestyle. Number 1. Avocados. Avocados have a pH level of 8.0, so they effectively neutralize acidic foods in the gut and alkalize the body. Moreover, you should incorporate into your daily diet as they are delicious, tasty, and healthy. Add them to your salads or eat them with salt and pepper. Number 2, spinach. Spinach is a rich source of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, and many other vitamins and minerals. Eat spinach cooked as a mixed salad, in a smoothie, or in a sandwich. Number 3, asparagus. Noted as one of nature's most powerful alkaline forming foods, asparagus also gives your body plenty of fiber, water, vitamins, minerals, and anti-aging antioxidants. Its pH is 8.5, making it a great addition to any meal. Number 4, papaya. Papayas are known to be easy on the digestion, soothing multiple digestive ailments and disorders. This is due to its highly nutritious and alkalizing flesh, which is packed with fiber, water, vitamins, and minerals for better health. Number 5, almonds and almond milk. These tasty nuts consistently rank on the list of healthiest foods to eat, and they're also an alkaline food. Almonds have been linked to increased muscle gain, lowering cholesterol levels, and aiding fat loss. You don't have to eat a lot of almonds in order to enjoy their benefits, but they do make a great snack that you can take anywhere, making them a great option for in-between meals. Number 6, watermelons. Watermelons are rich in vitamins, minerals, and electrolyte balancing water. Moreover, they have a pH of 9.0 and are rich in water and fiber, which detoxifies the entire body. Number 7, broccoli. Broccoli will provide high amounts of vitamins and minerals as well as fiber, so it will help digestion, strengthen the immune system, and prevent cancer. Number 8, ripe bananas. Who doesn't love bananas? These yellow fan favorites have lots of vitamin B and dietary fiber and are another great food to eat on the go. Number 9, garlic. Garlic offers incredible flavor to multiple dishes and helps to neutralize the acidity of acidic foods such as meat, fish, cheese, and eggs. Garlic and greens would make a powerful combination, giving you plenty of fiber, nutrients, and a stream of alkalinity. Number 10, apricots. Apricots are a delicious fruit that fit perfectly into an alkaline diet. They are full of fiber, which is great no matter what kind of diet you're going for.
Hey family, before you make your next grocery list, make sure you watch this video. Now y'all know these people been hybridizing food since the beginning of time, right? But let me show y'all some of the most popular ones. You ever wonder why when you eat too much of this pineapple right here, it start to burn the top of your mouth? That burning sensation, family, is your body trying to talk to you and let you know that this substance is too acidic. How many of y'all seen a broccoli field? You ever met somebody that grow broccoli? You probably haven't, because they for sure growing this shit in labs. And don't even make me get on grapefruit, man. They selling you a dream if they telling you celery good for you. And if you getting your grains from this wheat or this brown rice, don't be surprised if your body's still depleted of vital minerals.
So here are the 9 alkaline foods that remove acid from the body. So we got cucumbers right here, seeded watermelon, seeded grapes, plum, tomatoes, teff grain, which a lot of people don't know about, basil, strawberries, key limes, and then burro bananas.
I'm gonna give you the 2 best herbs that you can use to help heal the thyroid. But first, let's understand what is causing thyroid issues. It's going to be the heavy metals that's inside of the body, which primarily comes from fish and soy. Number 1 is going to be bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is going to help with the production of the T3 and T4 hormones, which regulates your metabolism. Number 2, the stinging nettle. It has minerals that is very crucial to the thyroid production and function. Share this video with somebody you love. Like and follow me for more daily videos just like this one. Peace.
Stop taking moringa powder. Moringa powder is bad for you. Let me explain. After 2 days of taking moringa powder, you will notice a burst of energy following through your body. After just 1 week of taking this powder, you will notice that you feel motivated again and your skin is starting to glow more than ever. After just 1 week, you will notice that your testosterone has increased by 10x and that your body is filled with all the vitamins and minerals it needs. This is because of the 92 out of 102 minerals moringa powder contains in every serving. You will also notice that you put on muscle way faster. This is because of the high amounts of healthy proteins found in moringa powder. I can't talk more about this amazing powder, but if you want the highest quality moringa powder I found is on awakensubs.com, contains the most effective moringa powder in the world.
The benefits of moringa, the moringa plant, first of all, it has all of the essential amino acids. Number two, it has 7 times the potassium as bananas, twice as much protein as milk, 7 times more vitamin C than an orange, 25 times the iron than spinach, 36 times more magnesium than eggs. And number 13, it's anti-acne. So moringa is definitely on the list of superfoods.
Alright guys, every time you have meat, you have to add a whole bunch of lime and lemon in order to negate the negative effects, because meat is not 100% alkaline. We have to make it as alkaline as possible and only consume it once every 3 days. Also, always adding the ginger, the cayenne, the cumin, the turmeric, right? The grass-fed butter. What this grass-fed butter is going to do is rebuild your gut, right? And of course, salt every meal, Leviticus 2:13. When you start to use these concepts, guys, your gut is literally going to change. You have everything that you need for the day inside of this meal. So we know that 93% plus of all people have a mineral deficiency because they're not using salt for every meal and they're not using the herbs to help seal their gut, their leaky gut issue, right? So the issue is fear, the copper deficiency, #1 deficiency in the world, and then the stress, a magnesium deficiency, #2 deficiency in the world. So when we fix this deficiency, the copper, the iron or the anemia issue deficiency will go away too, right? But we have to fix it. We have to fix your blood on a cellular level, and then it's going to get rid of the fear, which is just a lack of iron, or sorry, a lack of copper in the locus coeruleus, because that part of your brain, it's basically a blue dot, and it's made 100% mostly of just copper, and it's responsible for allowing your body to be in an electrical state. So this is very important because copper helps to repair your tissue, your DNA, right, on a cellular level. Alright, so we know that the #1 deficiency in the world is copper, right, creating the state of fear. #2 deficiency is magnesium, stress. So when we start to get this copper back into this part of your brain, the locus coeruleus, everything else in the body starts to work again. But remember, we have to use herbs that will be for the healing of the nations, Revelations 22:2, and we have to salt every meal. On top of, we have to get rid of the yeast, the mold, the leaven, the excess fungus that's been growing inside of our guts. Now remember what leprosy really translates to in the ancient Hebrew. It just equals that good old word, right? And that's why we're told how to take mold out of the home in the book of Leviticus 2. So, remember, these principles help you to heal and to heal, because it's already in the book, right? We just have to know where to look, and we have to know how to ascertain our information. We have to know that all disease starts in the gut. The strength of a man is in his gut and his loins, according to Exodus 15:20, Job 40:16. And so if we have excess yeast, mold, or candida inside of our guts, we're not going to be able to, our gut is our second brain, so we won't be able to think straight if we have excess heavy metals inside of us. So remember, this is the plan, this is the gift. No disease, if you listen, Exodus 15:26 is part of the trouble, right? Heal to heal. And that's part of Jacob's story, right? His heal in the womb. Story of the womb. We know that all disease starts in the womb or the gut, and mold equals the original translation for leprosy, right? So he makes the leper whole again, right? He told us that as long as we listen to him and not to the government, you know, he said that we would be okay. So let's go ahead and get back to that good old regenerative lifestyle and salt every meal, because it's part of this grand design makeup that he told Moses to tell us for whatever reason when he was on the mountain. Leviticus 2:13, salt every meal. And so, this is a covenant of salt. It will last forever. As well, every time brass is mentioned in the Bible, what it really translates to is copper. It was a mistranslation when it's just brass, right? It's always copper. That's the reference, because the body runs off copper, gold, and silver. So that's why it's so important he raised the copper snake, right? So all these stories, they're in the book.